be done. You have the people. We can collaborate. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Said. I have a suggestion. Being an eminent scientist as you are, maybe you could start a campaign here in Africa, reach out to the farmers directly, go there and reach out to them, and start advising them on good farming practices to increase their productivity and whereby their income. I believe if you did that, then that could help Africa quite a lot in increasing productivity and also farmers' income. Can you give some small comment on that?
We have extension system that works directly with the farmers. I worked when I was director for Agri, but working on pigeon pea and chickpea, that I slept with the farmers and so on, and the impact. You don't teach them. They have to learn, you have to learn from them what they want, get what they want. Why are they not growing it? I agree with you.
Thank you, sir. Save the dessert for the last. Deepak, our policy expert from India, in fact, I'm sorry, policy expert from around the globe. So Deepak, let's concentrate on the policies which are conducive to Africa's growth, our working together, and how India, Africa, and what are the policy bottlenecks which need to be changed or which are a challenge, and what do we do about on the policy front in this whole oils?
Yes, sure. So first of all, definitely I will be biased because being I am Indian. Right? So some of the question marks which I'll be raising and answers which I'll be bringing on table. First is that you'll be surprised to know that who showed Vasco da Gama, right, way from Africa to India. The cultural relationship with India and Africa goes far beyond anyone else. But of late what has happened is that actually, like, you know, the Africans which believe in Ubuntu and Indians which actually Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas slogan also by the Prime Minister, we have somehow lost that touch. Those coming from Europe, those coming from our neighborhood, right? They have been very transactional. And India is among those countries which actually have been working very closely, whether it is building the first presidential palace in Ghana or supporting Tanzania in developing their initial Zanzibar tourism. So we have been very close. Now coming to your question about edible oil.
Yes.
I believe...
And some specifics on the policy front,
yes.
Some specifics which we can take from here and try to implement them in India and in Africa.
Right.
Specifics.
So first thing is that actually the Eastern Africa is one of the best places to grow sunflowers. But we have seen that there are challenges when it comes to, like, you know, investing in Tanzania or in, for that matter, Mozambique, in that area, and then actually be able to work for next 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, and get the profits back to India. Now this is, I believe, like, you know, at the both sides there are challenges. Africa is reluctant in asking for that support, and then if the support is not asked, very few countries themselves will go and offer a support. So I believe there is a possibility. In fact, I've been talking to the government of these countries as well as our own government, and I believe that we need to have a collaboration on technology. So ICR and different technical universities in Eastern Africa, including Tanzania, can work together. Then there is a beautiful institute which is known as International Institute of Tropical Agriculture. You'll be surprised. A large number of people working there, they are Indians, but still there is no ICR and like, you know, IITA collaboration. So those can be worked out. And third, actually, like, you know, just like we are having an MOU for pulses. So this is very important. This is very specific. We are already having MOU of pulses from some of the West African countries, for example, Mozambique and Malawi. There is a possibility we can also do that for oil seeds, right? Yeah. Until unless we don't give a good market for African crop, then there would be a challenge. And another area is, I believe, like, you know, already we have seen the government of Rwanda and plant, and you'll be surprised, sir, in last 5 years, there are more than 800 projects which has come to Tanzania from India. Unfortunately, not many in agriculture. So on Indian side also, I think we need to work together and create a document which shows about what are the agriculture investment opportunities in Africa.
Thank you.
Come here, work on that, make investment, and then share the exploit by ensuring employment here, profitability here to their farmers, and also our food security. I think then there is a win-win situation. We have to work as partners, not as just trading partners. That
sets the agenda for Suvir. Next task for Suvir is this. Any questions from the audience? Audience, please wake up. All right, I think the audience is not. You have a question? Please, let them ask. Yes.
Hi, I am Bharat Lohia. I'm from Hyderabad in the edible oil field. Yeah.
So who's going to answer that question? Ringo, Dr. Jessica? Okay, go ahead.
Thank you so much for that question. So in Tanzania, we use a lot of sunflower oil, but we also produce cotton oil. And our major clients are from Rwanda, Burundi, so that's where the market is in the Lake region. Not so much of it is being sort of marketed as a vital oil, rather than sunflower has taken up that space of the cotton oil. Yes, we do have cotton oil processing, but it's not as popular as.
Thank you. Dr.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. Actually, cotton is
In Asia, especially Japan and Thailand, it's considered to be an extremely premium oil because of the health benefits, and with obviously the rice production is not as high as the Asian countries. But do you think there's space for processing rice bran oil, because bran traditionally goes into other
yeah, those are the areas which now we are looking to see how we can use whatever available within our country to produce edible oils. Raspberry oil now we have been see how we can do, but the challenge is we don't have the technology and the skills to make, So because other raw materials are easily, So because other raw materials are easily other source of raw materials are available, we see that once we have the technology and the skills to produce rice oil, that will be possible, and you can go for it. For now, we use what is there easily available.
Thank you, Deepak. You have some comment, but in very short, I don't want to run out of time, and my friend coming in, tapping me.
One line. For both the questions, there is a huge opportunity. Come, invest, bring technology, and you'll get the market.
I have a question from the audience. Chandrasekhar, please wake up. Food versus fuel.
Land available is shrinking. I disagree. Sorry, I'm being blunt. Go to Brazil, 50, 60, 70 million hectares of land available. By your own admission, Africa has a lot of land. Therefore, land is not a constraint. That's the first proposition. Second proposition, so long as crude oil can remain at a high level in terms of price, food crops they'll continue to convert food into fuel. But that's not going to create any big food shortage in the world. There will be occasional shortages of maybe vegetable oils or sugar or whatever, but it's not going to create famine, or it's not going to...
Special guest from Turkey. We have Mr. Jackie from Bastek, Turkey, and Mr. Najmi from Gunmak, Turkey. I request you both gentlemen to kindly join us on stage. Welcome. Thank you so very much for joining us here, and we'd like to have the honor and the privilege of you presenting mementos to our esteemed panelists. May I request each and every one of you to kindly come up in front of the stage, please. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are now presenting mementos, and we invite you to join in with a nice warm round of applause. Let's have a memento first to Miss Jessica Nkwabi. Once again, to Miss Jessica Nkwabi. Let's have a big round of applause. Thank you so very much, ma'am, for all the input. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very silent. Can we have a nice warm round of applause, please? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am, for your input. We'd like to welcome Mr. Ringo Iringo. Sir, please do join us. Thank you so much for your input, sir. to join us. Thank you so much for your input, sir. And we, Parikh, thank you so very much, sir. Always for your insights and inputs. Always for your insights and inputs. Thank you so much, Mr. Gurjab Rajesh Patil, for joining us as well to present these. And finally, to the moderator of this fabulous session, none other than Mr. D.N. Pathak. Thank you, this session, none other than Mr. D.N. Pathak. Thank you so very much, sir. Thank you so very much, sir, for this absolutely fabulous session you pulled through. And for this absolutely fabulous session you pulled through. And I invite all our dignitaries to photograph, please. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much, Mr. Lalit Bangar, Global Agri Pulses Specialist. Welcome, Mr. Bangar, once again on stage. Let's have a nice warm specialist. Welcome, Mr. Bangar, once again on stage. Let's have a nice warm round of applause. Thank you, sir, for joining us. And joining Mr. Lalit Bangar up on stage are our esteemed panelists. I'd like to take the pleasure inviting up on stage Mr. Ritesh Darji, the CEO of METL. Once again, inviting Mr. Ritesh Darji. Please do join us, sir. I'd also like to welcome Mr. Maulik Maheshwari, Managing Director of the Mahashri Group, joining us here on this panel.
So we're going to discuss desi chickpeas, Kabuli chickpeas, and mung beans. From international trading perspective, desi and Kabulis are having a much better scope than green mung beans these days. At times, green mung beans used to be the king of pulses long back, maybe more than 2 decades back. But unfortunately, mung is international trading is less of international trading commodity now. So let's start with the first one, as we call it, and which is also a very sensitive commodity from Indian perspective. The largest volume of chickpeas in the pulses basket, chickpeas is having the chickpeas. So maybe you can talk from other than Tanzania perspective, because we have got quite a few panelists from Tanzania. So other than Tanzania, thank you.
I mean, other than Tanzania, the major production and exporting country is Australia. That's the key country or the origin which decide all the